Okay.
What's up? What's up? It's your girl Michelle with the Raindrop Combos and
Stacy.
Hey man, we are pumped tonight, man. It's 4th of July. We are live. We are live. We on camera. We're just chilling. My homegirl came to the crib. She brought her kids over, man. We popped firecrackers. We've got food. We're just kicking it, and we just want to jump on and just talk. Chop it up, man. So
4th of July get down. Let's go. Let's see what's going on.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
We're good.
What's up? What's up, G? My dog is live. I know, man. I have not seen you in forever.
I was gonna say it's been like 2 years.
Yeah, has it really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we've been doing our podcast. We've done like 20 podcasts so far.
Yes.
And so we've been doing those virtually through, our podcast and software.
Yeah.
But just to have you here with the kids and everything, man.
It feels like being home with
my dog. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I'm so happy to see you when you pulled up.
It was like I heard what I heard was my dog.
Exactly. Because I'm texting. I'm like, man, where my dog at? You know what I'm saying? Because I know we had
on
this
the way.
plan.
OTW on the way.
We wanted the kids to be able to kick it and chill and have a good time.
Yes.
But we also wanted to get in a live on camera podcast.
Yes.
And so that was the point for sure.
And so we were just like, let's just do it. Like,
right.
And then the funny thing is, we pull up. I pull up. I get out the car, and I'm like, we got the same outfit.
Exactly.
And we didn't even talk about it. So,
I mean, black and white Adidas all the way. I mean, we just kicking it. It's a 4th of July.
Yes.
And so we just want to connect with y'all because I know most of our podcasts are audio podcasts, but this is the video version. So whatever you've got popping tonight for the 4th of July, enjoy. And so we just, want to chop it up. No real, specific topics, but just how we do. That's my dog. We just talk when we talk, And
it is what it is.
Exactly.
So it's so good to be able to do this in person.
Exactly.
Exactly. The kids hang out and, all that good stuff. So.
Right. We popped firecrackers. We made food. So they got a cake baking. Is the cake ready? Somebody tell me if they make the cake already.
Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows? Right.
So, girl, all right. So, like I said, really quickly, because we didn't really have a specific subject matter to cover.
Right. I mean, we know everybody today is here is with family and friends.
Exactly.
And so we know how being with family and friends can be.
Right.
So this is one of those days where you got to kind of put all the crap to the side
and do the do and all of that.
And so and be family.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, So like I said, I didn't want to stay on this topic for too long. It's just I've seen a few posts about, Independence Day and 4th of July is not a black holiday. It's not our thing. It's not our Independence Day. But at the end of the day, it depends on how you view it. Okay. Because as far as I'm concerned, we are Americans. We helped to build this country. That's so whatever their independence is,
that's fact.
It's our independence. So no, I'm going to enjoy the day off. I'm going to enjoy the time with my family. I'm going to barbecue. I'm going to pop firecrackers. Stop trying to
let's
separate.
celebrate this family. Let's celebrate being,
right. We
American,
know the problem
because we are American.
Right.
We like to throw titles African American, this
and all of American,
that. But at the end of the day, it's just all American.
That's what I'm saying. And let's stop trying to say that, this is an America. But the thing is, you're in America. So why don't you claim what's yours? So don't, miss me with the whole, this is not an American holiday. This is an American white supremacist holiday, but we helped to build this country. So claim what's yours.
Okay,
I don't care.
Now you say help to build. I would say we built.
You're right.
Our ancestors actually built this country.
Exactly. So if anybody got claims on it,
Native, day,
and we fought in those wars as well. Saying. So if anybody has a claim to 4th of July and Independence Day, it's us. Period. You know what I mean? So it's all good. So I just wanted to drop that because it is, 4th of July. We're chilling, we're kicking it, and yes, we are, sipping on a little bit of something, and it is what it is, man. So we've had an awesome day, and so we just wanted to open it with that, but one thing we want to talk about is what's your girl?
Let's talk about your girl. Is it Sha'Carri? Is it Richardson? Sha'Carri Richardson.
But she's the track star, right?
She's the track star.
Had, she was like blowing up social media with the fact that she had won,
And what I found out was that she actually, after the BET Awards, came out and had some things to say about Lil Nas X that weren't so nice.
But is she LGBTQ?
She is.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. So what? I'm all right. That's interesting.
It's extremely, because she said, like, her actual tweet was, if you agree with Lil Nas X, then unfollow me or something like that.
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Okay, so does that go along with our last podcast a couple of days ago when we said we don't have a problem with LGBTQ, but we have a problem with you allowing them to use you the way they use even the heterosexual community? Okay, cool. Then I'm down with that.
I mean, but
all right, tell me what you feel, sis.
I'm just saying, like, you know, when you think about it, it's funny how them tables turn. You know what I'm saying?
Because now what? Because of the weed thing with her?
You want the benefit of the doubt now. And that's why I say you got to be careful when you start, you know, shooting those darts at people, because you never know when it's going to come your turn and you're going to need the benefit of the doubt or want the benefit of the doubt, you know? I mean, and Black Twitter, Black IG, well, I think IG is Black, actually.
what we use it for.
Right, anyway. But Black Twitter, Facebook, and everything, you know, threw a whole lot of support behind her. Like, through a whole lot of support. You mean
after she won that competition?
No, I mean after she got the drug test.
Okay, the weed thing.
Yeah, okay, like a lot of the Black community threw their support behind her.
So her statement came after that?
When you say her statement
about Lil Nas X.
No, that was before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was before.
Okay, gotcha.
So then, like I said, those tables turn, and now the focus shifts to her,
right? And
her, you know, mistake or whatever you want to call it, but you want the benefit of the doubt,
right? Okay.
And gladly, I give it to you gladly.
Now,
she's only 21.
Now, wait. When you say she wants the benefit of the doubt, what do you mean?
Well, I think they ended up giving her like a lesser, well, not lesser, but she took like a 30-day suspension.
Right. Well, so she'll still be able to compete.
Be eligible to compete, right, for the Olympics, I think.
That's what, because me and my sister Melissa was talking about that earlier, about the fact that she still has the option to, you know, she still has the, you know, she's able to compete later on. Yeah. But it was just that.
But I think that there were multiple tier. Like, I think there were, like, you know, maybe 3 options.
Okay.
That she had to choose from. And so I think that that option, that 30-day suspension, would still allow her time to, you know, fulfill the eligibility requirements to, you know, be in the Olympics. I think. Yeah, I think.
Okay, but like I said, when you say benefit of the doubt, I was just wondering, was she looking? Because from what I saw in the media, she took full responsibility for the fact that she smoked weed. Now, she did say she smoked weed in a state where it was illegal. That it was legal, not illegal, but legal. She
did. Was it in Oregon? I
don't know, but I know that. And she wasn't asking for people to, like, you know.
Well, but she did say that she smoked it after finding out that her mom died. That her biological mom died.
So she was kind of in a state
of shock or depression or what have you.
You're not drinking. I'm the only one that just keeps sipping. Why you not? Don't have me looking like a lush on camera. But
you take a sip.
Hey, right. Okay, so she and hey, remember, Jesus, the first miracle he performed was to turn water into wine at a party. So
I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to do this on camera.
But but don't judge us.
But
please.
I am.
So okay, so okay.
I get it. You're 21 years old.
Young.
You're young. You're, you know, in this place where you're, you know, getting ready to go to the Olympics. Like, that's huge thing.
And it's a lot on you, you know.
It's a lot. And so
but she worked for that, man.
She worked for that. And so you would think that once you get to the pinnacle, you know, that she has gotten to of her success, that your team would have been there to make sure that you made the right decision.
Right.
Even in that crisis moment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a very stressful time.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get that, because at 21, you're not thinking like, I work hard for this and I'm going to get drug tested now.
Right.
The fact that weed is legal in the state in which she smoked it.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. How do you tell someone that? Talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
It's just like anything else. If you have a job, let's say you are a police officer.
Right.
You know that as a police officer, it calls for you to be mentally on point all the time. You can't
your job,
afford anything.
Your position.
And when you sign that oath or take that oath to be a part of that, that job or whatever, that career, like you're saying, I will not do this, know? And so,
and y'all pardon me because, it's 4th of July. I'm going to turn my phone off because there are people that are, calling and texting and with the, happy 4th of July, whatever. So yeah, no. So you're saying that her position was like a career. It's like a career path that you choose where there are certain regulations and things that you have to do as a result. And no, I get that.
But I also believe that she's 21.
Yeah.
And so I think that this, more than anything else, is a learning lesson.
Okay.
It's a lesson. It's a teachable moment.
She'll get it.
And you know that regardless of what goes on, if this is the situation you're in and you're inside of these boundaries, then you can't take these chances.
Right. Period.
That's it.
Period. And so, I was remembering a time when, with all this, because I honestly don't follow track and field. If it wasn't for this thing lighting up my Facebook page with the this, story of her mom dying and the image of her running up to the stands after she won that race to her grandma to kiss her grandma, I would not have known who this person was, honestly.
Yeah, no.
Because I don't follow that sport. But it also brought up past instances where there was a track and field star. I can't think of her name, and please, forgive me for not. But where her contract was canceled with Nike when she was a track and field star because she got pregnant, and they weren't going to endorse her. Possibly, I don't know. I don't want to misstep
because I haven't followed track and field
like that anyway. But it just when you have a black woman, when you have a black woman out there in the public making a certain type of gain, it brings up other, reminders of past black women.
Look at what they did to Vanessa Williams.
I mean, they
took away her Miss America crown because she posed in Playboy Penthouse.
Look at what they did to Reggie Bush. They took away his Heisman. Now they're ready to pay NCAA college athletes. Yes. So
now now Reginald Bush is now campaigning to get his Heisman back, right?
And he should. You have college coaches that are making $100 and $200 million per year. So let's think about the politics.
Well, no, they can't be making $100-200 million.
What's your boy that used to coach? Girl, me and Melissa was talking about that today, man. I cannot think of that dude's name right now, but this dude is making $100 million a year. Coach Stacey,
wrong daggone profession.
Stacey, because the thing is, and what's so crazy is that a lot of these college athletes have a really low percentage chance of being able to go to the NFL, but they have made,
depending on what school they are with
and all of that, exactly,
the divisions.
You have put your body through all of that, and so the chances of you actually being able to make it to the NFL. 16
or having longevity
in the team, right?
Yeah, the longevity is
exactly.
The thing.
Yeah. So we're talking about athletics. We're talking about the things that people do. We're talking about the money that's being made by, black athletes. And so, you can think this is some kind of, black, exploitation type podcast. And it's not like that. We're just talking about the fact that we're just looking for equal in everything that we do. If you're genetically superior, equity.
We're looking for equity.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's across gender, across races,
right? And I think,
all lines.
And so she was pretty. I think she was pretty neutral in saying that, okay, I made a decision. It was my decision. She kept herself in a neutral stance.
She did, but again, I still say that. When that's you in the situation, you want the benefit of the doubt.
Right. Definitely.
And so sometimes it behooves us more to keep our mouth shut about certain things, or having certain viral reactions.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Like sometimes you just have to note it.
Yeah, exactly. and keep it moving.
Right, because you never know what them stars gonna bring back to your front door. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I feel you.
Like, no, I absolutely feel like she, she's 21. Right. And so when I look back at being 21, I'm like, oh my God. I am so happy that we didn't have social media. We didn't have Facebook. We didn't even have real cameras.
That's what I'm saying.
We were still using those disposable cameras.
That was still a few years out from what? What was the first thing that came out?
Cell phones.
Cell phones.
Yeah, we didn't even. The cell phones were so trashy. The AirTouch Cellular was so trashy.
So but the way information is being transmitted so fast, and so a person's quote. There was like, just to kind of, and not to veer off subject too much, but there was like there was something on social media about a versus between, who was it? Was it Mary J. Blige and?
Oh, Mary shut that down. Mary was
I think I texted you that, and you was like, "Girl, that's fake."
I think.
Yeah, and you was like, "Girl, that's fake. That's not real."
Mary was like, "What? Why?"
Exactly.
She's the queen.
And so that's how easily.
I'm not saying Toni Braxton does not have.
Because I love her too. Because I had plenty of her albums. I
had all of them.
But there's a certain
bottom line is,
thank you. But
Mary is.
But that's just to illustrate the fact that information can pass so fast nowadays on social media, and you can say one thing, one tweet, and it could become gospel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why you have to be careful about, allegations. We've talked about that before.
With the Bill Cosby thing. We touched on that with our last podcast.
And how people are really using the things that you say on social media to define who you are.
Exactly.
It's like we're those of us who use social media, we're on it pretty much all day. Let's be for real.
Right.
And so anything can pop in your head during the day. If you don't have that filter, or you don't have that I don't know, common sense, to just be like, get off, don't do that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you just kind of put it out there. And so we know what you're thinking all the time. I'm glad I didn't have it. I'm glad we didn't have it
back in the day, girl. Because
I would have go back and reference now.
Yeah, because I would have been like too immature to use social media properly.
Even at 25, 26.
I would have been real immature. And so it reminds me of a couple of the podcasts we've done about, those guys that, some really ugly stories where the man killed his, his fiance, and the things he was posting on social media.
Yeah.
So it really kind of gave you a window into his head and how he was thinking leading up to that killing, and her head where she thought she was in a really great relationship. So I just think, ultimately,
oh my God, remember I was telling you about that new show on VH1.
What?
Listen, Monica Denise, do your thing, girl. Do your thing.
What is it? I'm late, man.
Look at the Monica Denise new show on VH1.
I'm late, man.
I'm talking to our producer that's in studio. We have a guest producer in studio.
Our home girl.
Yeah.
Trinity. What's up, Trinity? Look at the information for us, baby, because baby, we just chilling.
So look up her new show on VH1. But it's like a crime series.
Yeah.
Infamy on VH1, where Monica Denise Arnold is amazing. And it's about, these stories that, because one of them was from Atlanta. So of course, ATL, we represent ATL all day. The deck, all of that. So, but this particular one was just like, and I'm not going to get into all of it, but it was just really, really crazy. Like this big Hollywood producer, comes from all this money, and he gets this girl pregnant. Like, they're living the life, because of course they're jet life all day. Right. They're living at Simon Guobadia.
Gotcha.
10 money. Like Portia ain't got nothing on this chick.
Real coins. Right.
What this chick had.
Right.
But she had his baby and all of this.
And what, girl?
Then he ends up literally mutilating her body. When I say mutilating, I mean, I find it hard to kill a cockroach.
You're right.
Not a cockroach, but a water bug, because I don't see cockroaches.
But anything above that,
like, right. Like, I find it hard to do that. You know, even a fly, I'll try to shoot it out the window instead of killing it, you know?
Right.
But he scalped her. Like, her entire How exactly, like, what kind of mindset do you have to be in? Or
to do that kind of stuff?
How evil do you have to be to do this, not only to a human being,
right,
but to the mother of your child? You know what I mean? Like, it's some crazy people out in this world. And I find it so hard to believe that we live amongst people who seem normal.
And you would never
even
know.
Some who have all this money and glitz and glam, and then they turn around and do stuff like that. It almost makes you not want to deal with
anybody, because it's like you feel like nowadays everybody. Because I mean, obviously, we talk about how, you know, with those cases with the woman and her husband or her fiance and all that stuff. All of that social media profiles seemed fairly normal. I'm happy. The only time you see a change is as it got closer to the time when something violent happened. Everything was, oh, I love my boo. My boo made me shrimp and grits. You know, we are going on a vacation. It wasn't until you get to the end. And honestly, from what I see, the man shows a lot of, unless whoever the aggressor is, I'm not going to say it's a gender, you know, it's gender neutral. Because there have been times when a woman has killed a man in crazy ways and a man has killed a woman. And so there are clues in social media, because the thing is, everybody they're looking for attention. If you get to that point, validation. You're feeling some kind of way. Right. And you're not seeing a therapist, and maybe you're feeling, you know, some kind of way. And so, like I say, and I know it seems like maybe this might be veering off. We just chopping
don't have a topic.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't have a real topic, because like we're just chopping it up, because obviously we just kind of like, you know, chilling.
We're doing exactly what you're doing, guys. And it's the 4th of July, I think. Is it the actual 4th, or is that tomorrow? Okay.
No, it's the 4th. Everybody a lot of you corporate guys get, you know, tomorrow off. So today is the actual 4th of July. So
we're just chopping it up.
And this is how we do. And this is how we talk on the phone, whether you're watching or not. This is how we were chopping up. But I just, like I said, I just think that, you know, ultimately that's how it happens. It's like there is something there's always a clue. You know what I'm saying? There's always some kind of clue. And even with everything that's going on with this track star, this chick, she had some issues. Somebody could have said, hey, you know, watch yourself. You get into a big arena. Right. You know, watch what you do. Watch how you move. But
at the end of the day, she's 21.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I mean,
she gets a pass. And I saw a lot of comments on the post saying, oh, well, she knew the rules and she should have. I mean, but look at Michael Phelps and all these people. Man, come on, dude.
Yeah.
But look, you know, and then they say, well, look at Serena Williams. You know, she never, you know, tested positive for any type of, you know.
I wouldn't with her dad either.
That's what I'm saying, because her dad was really on her. You talking about a chick that grew up with a mom that didn't have her mom. And so let's have some, all I'm saying is let's have some grace and mercy.
That's it.
And man, come on. Let's have some grace and mercy for what people have gone through, and to still rise above what they've gone through to achieve what they have achieved.
Yeah.
So you got to watch social media, y'all. It's tricky. Social media is very tricky. Yeah. Watch it, because it will have you thinking certain things about people that's just not true. So, like I said, man, it is what it is.
I mean, you know, what's a good topic? Well, let's talk about some positive.
Well, let's end it with something positive. So, what's good, man?
I mean, listen,
look, I'm like, what?
Okay,
give me some positive.
I mean, I don't know if it's that positive, but let's talk about these things with these vaccinations, man.
What about
this is a whole big situation.
Okay.
For me, it's just another divider. It's another reason for us, or another division, or in our
what you talking about? Vaccinated versus non-vaccinated?
Yes, and like it is.
My sister and I were talking about that today, girl.
I'm sick of it.
I'm telling you, and it's like my concern is that they're gonna start making this like a stipulation or make it like a freaking.
What do you mean? Gonna start?
It's already. So, no, but you can get on the airplane vaccinated or non-vaccinated, right?
You can, but what I'm saying is it's already started in families where they're starting to be, you know what I mean?
You tell me, girl.
I did.
You tell me about that.
And so it's like, okay, so
you're not vaccinated.
Well, right. So basically, like, you can't make your choice. Because those that are vaccinated, you know, and I'm coming from a place where I don't judge either way.
You mean unvaccinated or vaccinated? Why is that now a new level of discrimination?
It's another. And so I go back to my whole, why do we continue to create problems that
right.
don't have to
exactly.
Exactly. It makes absolutely no sense to me that we have to continue to create problems.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, you know, you have to, like, I have so much information as to why I need to get vaccinated.
Right.
And, you know, and I respect the information that I receive. Right. I absolutely respect it. And
right.
I'm not saying that I'm not, I just don't know right now.
Exactly. So why can't I be okay with not knowing?
Well, I mean, you know,
let me tell you.
I understand certain populations, and I've always said that.
Yeah.
I understand if I were, let's say I was 60.
Right.
If I were 60 or 70,
right.
Absolutely. I'd be like, I have more time behind me than in front of me.
Exactly.
So if it takes 20 years for me to grow a tail, then, you know, it is what it is.
Because you'll be gone.
right. Or 30 years. I mean, you can live to 100, you know. But if it takes 30 years, then
right.
But I mean, at 40, you like, I don't need
I got some years ahead of me.
Because if we look up in 20 years and then like everybody who's in the vaccination call this class act, you know, but I don't want to be a part of it.
I'm telling you, I told you when I called you the other day, I told you that Zantac, that's some kind of digestive medicine that's now saying it's causing cancer. And so that's not to knock anybody who's, and please believe me, because I know there's going to be some people that listen that have taken the vaccine. That's on you. It's all good. Nobody's judging you. But please do not judge anyone that has not taken it and has decided, hey, you know what? I take pretty good care of myself. Because let me tell you from what I'm seeing, and I talked to my sister about this today, people are out chilling. Me and you are less than 6 feet apart. We're not wearing masks. I'm not really.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real honest. Now, for the most part of the pandemic, or as Zaire says, panoramic, you know.
You said panoramic.
It's a panoramic. It's a whatever. So, you know, for the most part of it, I was in the house.
Me too.
I was careful.
Thank you.
I wore my mask. I made sure I went to the little country grocery store where all y'all urban people were.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I haven't caught COVID.
That's what I'm saying.
But a lot of the people who was like, oh, YOLO, I'm going to live my life. They caught COVID.
Exactly. But
so then.
Did they die from it?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So then.
Go there. We're going to get her. You go for it.
My anniversary weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to wear, you know, masks. Right. To the museum and all that good stuff.
Right.
Then my husband, you know, it's like, oh, it ain't over. Right. Oh, no, the night's not over.
Right.
Takes me to a club. Don't none of these mofos have masks on.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Like, thank you.
And so, you know, we're in this club and, you know, I mean, I'm a little bit older, so I'm like,
right.
They don't have masks on.
Right.
And nobody is having, you know, this social distance, you know.
None of that. None of that.
And here's the thing. Atlanta has always had their clubs open.
Right.
Well, I mean, they may have closed for a few months.
But
for the most
not
part. So that means that those people that were going, they didn't have masks on.
Right. And that was before, and that
was back in April.
Before the vaccination was really even widespread. So that's all I'm saying either. So like I said, watch the propaganda.
Got the flu shot though.
I mean, I never got the flu shot either. Even while I was pregnant, even though they pushed me to get the flu shot, I didn't take the flu shot either. And so, like I said, I took the proper precautions during the lockdown. I had my groceries delivered. I did not have contact.
Right.
And so like I said, from what I'm seeing on social media, people are out traveling, having a good time. I don't see people wearing masks in their pictures.
I don't know if I'm really trying to go like
get that fly. Of course,
like,
it's
look on the Republican National Convention.
The fly was on his head, girl. Oh my God, they killed him. It was Pitts. They killed him. They killed him with that fly. Kill it, Trinity. Get it out of here.
Oh my goodness.
But
you know,
I didn't. I'm telling you, like I said, I just think, and I don't want anybody to feel bad to think that, well, I got the shot and maybe
it doesn't like that.
It doesn't matter. It's done.
It's for you. That was your decision,
right?
And so I am having to make a decision now with the kids. I'm actually allowing them to make that decision.
Right.
And some parents may agree with that. Some parents may not.
Right.
However, I think that it's important to get how they feel about it.
Exactly.
And not just force what I think about. Because I don't want anybody to force on me what they think, you know?
Yeah.
And so if I ask my child, how do you feel about it? And they say, I'm fine. Good, because guess what? You're going back to school real soon.
Right.
You're not staying virtual.
Exactly. No. That's what I'm saying. And their friends have been
right.
My kids. My kids had to go to summer school. So they were in summer school. Their friends have been around for the summertime. I don't say you have to have a mask to enter my home to come hang out, chill, watch TV. So, like I said, please don't knock us for not wanting to.
Or not deciding it.
Exactly. Because we're still undecided.
Now, let me say this, though. If I have to, I do have some people in my family that are older, and if I do have to go around them, and I have to go around them.
Right.
For their protection, I'll go ahead and take it.
Right.
For their protection, because I have to be around them.
Right.
That I do feel.
Right.
That I believe strongly in. But until that point arises, or until I feel 100% comfortable in my own research.
Right. Exactly. And I'm going to close this out to just say that I live with my mom, who is a 70-year-old diabetic. She's had the 2 shots. For the whole time she was in fear. She's walked around literally in the house with a mask on. She's not walking around with a mask on. She knows we have not had vaccinations. She feels more comfortable now because she's had the shots. She was never infected with COVID. She has been out and about to grocery stores and everything. So if she's not fearful, she has not been sick, then you know what I mean? It's hard for me to knock anybody for their
decision.
And I'm not knocking it, but don't knock me. Right. And don't knock me for what I do. Don't send post a comment and say, hey, you're crazy. You're, because you know what I mean?
Listen, I said we need to name title today. Say it like it is Sunday.
Pretty much.
I'm so tired of hypocrites I'm so tired of people telling me what I can't do.
Right.
But yet they turn around and do
the same thing. I mean, is this America or is it not? I mean,
you find that in families. So,
exactly.
I mean, damn America.
Everywhere.
I mean, not like that.
Right.
But, you find that
everywhere. And like you say, it's honestly the people that are closest to you.
Always.
Because I'm telling you, my sister, I told her, I was like, man, you sure about that shot? Just make sure, because you work from home. You don't really, are you sure you want to get that? Do you really need it? She's already had COVID.
Oh, wow.
She had COVID. But she only had, the symptoms were a loss of taste and smell. She was not hospitalized, and she did not have to go
taste my peanut.
Right. And she did not have to go on a ventilator. So she was like, she was so avid about it. She was like, man, I think I got to get that shot. I just want to get back to my own life. But she's been back to her own life. And now she's like, well, why do I need the shot? I mean, she's like, I've been out here partying, having a good time. Do I really need the shot?
Well, so they're going to make sure you get that, because now the new strain is coming in. So you got to be scared enough.
Yeah, but that's the same thing with the regular flu. But that's the same thing with the regular flu. The flu, there's multiple, strains of the flu. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So come on, y'all. Like I said, knock us, have a problem with it. It is what it is.
I think
do what you got to do.
Right,
do what you feel comfortable with, so that you can sleep at night. At the end of the day, it's how you sleep and how you rest and how you feel with your life. So, it is what it is. Like I say, this is a July 4th What we call it?
Wait a minute. July 4th, get down.
Get down, man. And this is our
this is our first time that we've ever gone live.
Yeah, on like on video, in studio.
Yeah, like,
so we on YouTube, Facebook, and so it is what it is, man. It's been a great night. Great night, great food. Kids had fun, fireworks, man. It is what it is. So you got comments, like, share, comment, follow us at raindropconvos.com. We'd love to hear from you guys. Love to hear your opinions. REIGNDROPS.com.
No.
Raindrops.com. I said DROPS.
It's raindropconvos.com.
Oh my God. See, that's what happened. That's what the drink does to you. Get us off this camera, Trinity.
No, not yet. Not yet. How long we been out here? Only 35 minutes.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
In the broadcast, Trinity, but no. You're running our closeout?
Yeah, bye.